Come on.
Yeah.
All right, we're live, and with my good friend Mr. Jim Guld tonight. Mr. Jim
Hello.
Guld, you doing?
Good. Good.
All right, we're gonna get to you in a second. We got to introduce my AV guy, my producer, Frankie Donati.
Evening,
He's
everyone.
not very talkative tonight, but it's okay. We're gonna keep him on a level. Mr. Rob Adams.
Hey, everybody.
Rob is
Yo.
occupied with doing something on his phone as always. And Bad Santa, Mr. Justin Ryan.
Hey, everybody.
He's got his what is that? Like a Glen? What is that? A double malt Scotch or something, or single malt? What do you got there?
12-year Macallan neats with
12-year Macallan. Do you hear that, Matty Mo? 12-year Macallan. My buddy Matty Mo is to my left. So if you hear anybody screaming, it's Matty Mo getting up to go use the bathroom. You know, he's old.
I can't afford the 16-year, so I go with the 12, and that's already pricey.
All right, so we're glad to have my buddy Jim Guld. Jim's one of my best friends, lives right by me. Jim's a great alma modeler, so we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. But I do need to say a few things, Mr. Guld.
Go ahead. Fire away.
I asked Jim, send me pictures. No, he sends me the one picture of him when he was in the hospital bed, all like, IV, thing up his nose, all messed up.
Yeah.
And then he has another selfie. Now, for Jim, I know
Yeah.
you're old, but when you take
Yeah.
a selfie, it's usually from like, you're putting the phone like level with your face or a little
That's the only-
higher.
that was the old. that was
You're
put off
looking
the
down at
computer.
your phone like you're reading a text message, and it's right up your friggin' nose. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta put this.
Yeah,
in.
but he keeps his nose well trimmed, so we're good.
Right.
That's what you think. Did you see that picture?
Nah, it looks good.
I don't know, man.
He was
I don't
a
know
little
if it's
scary, but he looks good.
He looks good for Jim. Jim looks good
Exactly.
for himself. Nah, but we're gonna have fun tonight. And we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. Jim, like I said, is a great alma modeler. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight with a lot of his stuff. Mr. Guld, some people don't know who you are, and this is your opportunity to let them know who Mr. Guld is, Mr. Jim Guld. So give us the lowdown of yourself.
The lowdown, like most everyone else, modeled in the youth, stopped probably when I was like 22. Didn't get back into it until 2002, I guess. And then so since 2002, been steadily building.
Well, you moved to El Paso. You were in Jersey, then you moved out to what?
Well,
El Paso?
I lived in the city from 85 until 98, and then lived on Long Island in Hicksville.
Right.
And then met my wife, Stacy Pearl, and then we got married in 2001, and then moved out to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we were there for 13 years, and that's when I got back into modeling. My brother-in-law, Rich Toole, who is also a really good modeler,
right?
He got me.
He's a great modeler, man. Car modeler.
Yeah.
He's known too. He's known.
Yeah.
Right. He does really well.
Shiny stuff.
Yeah, he does. He won Best in Show at Mosquito Con, which is not an easy feat.
Yeah.
Doing like what did he do? Like a Ferrari or something there?
I don't think it was
not a Ferrari. It was like a 60s
No.
style type of car. I forgot what it was, like 1/12 scale or something.
You know, they did have Ferraris in the 60s.
Yeah,
Just saying.
No, they didn't.
But it wasn't a Ferrari. It was in because I remember it was in what
something. It was red. I think when I see red, I think of Ferraris or something. I don't know.
Fiero.
No, it wasn't Fiero.
Fiero. That's what you make kit cars out of.
What is Darren saying? Where's the show? What is he talking about? We were all right. Everybody sees us okay, right? We were live, right? Yeah, we're going. I see it. So I don't know where's the show that the
probably-
Jersey, if you're taking about Mosquito Con. So Jim, another thing too, which is interesting about your background is when you were living in the city and stuff, and here you're like you're a professional model builder. First
Right,
of all, architectural modeling, which is amazing. Some of the shit that you do. Actually,
they
Jim,
still let you, they still do it like physically.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
right.
Oh, okay.
But
Cool.
two things about Jim. One, he was like a set. Weren't you on like one of the set designers for like Tales of the Dark Side back in the day? Right? Was it Tales of the
I
Dark Side?
was. It was second season of Tales of the Dark Side. I was second props. So that's where I went to school for was film, and I did it for a couple years, and then got into model making in the 80s until the
Right.
early 90s, and I got out of it, and I was building furniture with some buddies, and we did cabinetry, and then I did my own stuff out in Santa Fe, and then we moved back here, and I was like, all right, I got to have a steady job again.
Right.
So,
Well, you build a lot of great stuff, and I wanted to say one more thing. Jim was actually responsible for a big viral video that went on a few years back.
oh yeah,
And I wish we can show it on YouTube, but I don't think we can. Like we can't show the video.
yeah.
But there's a video that went
X-rated.
viral. It was from a surveillance camera. So Jim works in Midtown Manhattan. Like if anybody's familiar with Manhattan, you work like in the 40s between like
37th Street,
37th, like around like 6th Avenue, 7th Avenue. And
Yep,
Jim does architectural modeling. So they build you build like buildings that people are going to buy, like tenant buildings, right? Type of thing.
Yeah, all kinds of.
Right. So you're
Out of what? Just styrene, or do you use
lot
wood?
of
Like what do you do?
No, it's a mix of materials, but mostly acrylic, and then it's all laser cut, and then we miter it and put it together, and all lighting.
Oh, so you can see the layout with like clear
right.
walls and everything.
Yeah.
you show people where their rooms are
it's
going to
clear.
be.
It's painted, and
Oh, it's painted. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So like when
For
you
most parts.
so if you're going to buy a building, someone's going to build a building. The company that Jim works for, they contract.
Whoops.
We're live, man.
Hold
killing
that
me.
thought.
You have to, when you want to buy you want to build and build, they'll build like a model of its scale, right? And people can see where they're going to live in the building and so on and so
Correct.
forth, right?
Yep.
But Jim is transporting part of this model that they worked on for months down the streets of Manhattan, and
We're
I don't
getting ready
know
to put it into a truck. Yeah.
to put it in.
Like, is this model gigantic then?
Yeah.
Well, no. A lot of times when they're big, like this model that he's talking about was probably 13 foot long, and it was like a site model. And so it's it's broken up into sections for the base, and then the models themselves are put on and they're bolted down. But we were transporting it down to Florida and to Miami Beach, and so it's got to be all wrapped up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So, but we were carrying out a base, and I was on one end, and one of my coworkers was on the other, and we're walking, and I'm walking backwards to the truck, so I couldn't see this guy.
and all of a sudden he hears something, and some guy running naked down the streets of Manhattan, all fucking coked out of his mind or whatever, running towards Jim, and it was like a miracle. They moved the thing slightly. The guy jumps up in the air to jump on the model, and they move, and the guy like freaking slams on the ground,
Face plant.
face plants, and then gets up and like staggers away and walks away. But this video went freaking viral on like TikTok.
It was on Johnny Knoxville.
But Johnny Knoxville played it on his show. It was like an awesome viral video. So that's a cool little story. I had to say that about model building for Jim. What we're going to do is we're going to look at your stuff, though. I want to start going and looking at your stuff. So, Jim, you do everything, right? You're more of like a Commonwealth type of guy, U.S. Commonwealth now. But there was a time when you built everything.
World War II, but then when the pandemic hit, I did get an interest in some more modern stuff. So.
You know what? I want to start with this. I was going to start with the Sherman. Can we start with something else first, Frankie?
Yeah, we can start
All
with
right, so
whatever you want, little guy.
I want to start with
There you
that that BMP with the AA guns on it. And the reason why I want to start with that is I'm going to lead in with this story. All right? That's not it, Frank.
No, it's not it.
That's
There you
you're
go.
in.
all right. So this is actually pretty good. This is an amazing model. And Jim, you won best small army at AMPS Nationals in 2022 with that when we were in Virginia,
Correct.
right? So Jim and myself had traveled with a couple other guys, traveled to Newport News, Virginia, and went to the show. That was the last show that I entered. I hadn't entered the show for a while. I entered that show and I haven't entered since. I won best German subject at that show, and Jim won best small army.
And who told you to enter?
You did. Well, I was getting a lot of people call
Yeah.
me like a sucker, and I'm afraid to enter. So I was like, fuck it, I'll enter. Anyway, we're driving home from Newport News, Virginia. And if anybody's familiar with the tri-state area, and I had spoken about this on the podcast or some other show, another podcast, we got rear-ended right before the Atterbridge crossing to go into Staten Island. We were renting an Armada, Nissan Armada.
Yeah.
The guy behind us must have been going like 50, 60 miles an hour. Just totaled the car. Fucking like an explosion went off in our car. Right? My water bottle blew up. And I'm like, oh my God, the models. My Stug was in pieces. And Jim's model, you took some damage, I thought, on this, didn't you?
Yeah, the gun hole mount came off.
Yeah.
But luckily, it just kind of like sheared right off and just landed. So that was about the only.
Yeah, but
And,
I'm like, and we're driving away. I'm like, God damn it, the models, and Jim's like, all right, shut up. I don't want to hear it anymore.
You were on your way home though, so it doesn't matter at that point.
Right. At that point it didn't, but we got messed up.
Hey,
So that's the
no one
funny
got
story.
hurt.
So this was so you did a lot of scratch building on this, right, Jim? Talk about this model here.
Yeah. Okay. So I found the pictures online. There's only 2 shots of it. I should have probably sent them, but I couldn't find them. So there was one shot from the left-hand side, and then one shot kind of from the right-hand side. So you don't see the complete right-hand side, but you see like the armor plate, and it was kind of cut off, right about there. So I saw what was going on, and then I came across some websites that had more information about it. So apparently, it was used by the Libyan rebels in the second uprising in 2016, and so I guess they built this thing in like March of that year, and supposedly it only lasted for like 3 months before it got knocked out. So it was a very short-lived vehicle.
Right.
But there were good color shots, so I could see how the rust was, and it was kind of cool.
The rust looks really good, man.
There was many tones. You know how like new rust is like
bright,
that bright orange, and then your old rust is going to be obviously the darkest, and then you have a mix in the front. It was my just total makeup because you couldn't see that kind of a head-on shot, but so you had a little artistic.
Yeah, but I know on the other side of the turret there was like a paint swatch on
yes,
it or something,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you could show that, Frankie. The rust on this was outstandingly done. There it is. That's how it looks.
Yeah. That's what it. I don't know.
And you see all the texture in it, and
what could have happened was like these steel plates. If you get a steel plate, say was painted, and then something else was laying on top of it, and then they, who knows, pulled it off. There might have been a tarp laying there, and they pulled this tarp off, and it just peeled the paint up from sitting around for whatever, and and end up like that. So, and like the weird thing about this, it only has 3 of the guns mounted. The 4th was missing.
Okay.
So
what was the kits that you used for this? Now, what was the base kit of the BMP, and then what did you do for
the
the gun?
The BMP one is from Trumpeter, and I think it was Master Club tracks for it. And I forget whose photo etch set. It might have been, I don't know if it was Heavy Hobby or photo etch, but I did use a photo etch set for some stuff.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think now who does the it comes as a set of 4 different anti-aircraft guns for the that come in a kit. It's a flat gun set.
Right.
Oh, that looks like a fun bandana to paint.
Yeah.
Well,
and the straps on the turret, those are
that's all that's all scratch built. That's lead foil, and then I have little buckle pieces.
No, I remember
that
when you
put
were
on.
building this. I remember
Yeah.
when we were at the house and you were building
Yeah.
this, and you did a great job.
I want to hear
right.
more about your dust and rain effects.
So
I've seen them on other models, not
Right.
this one.
So
We'll
like the rust and stuff, years and years ago, we're talking when Adam Wilder put out he had a series. I don't know how many he did. He only did, I think, 3 or 4 videos, and one of them was on realistic steel weathering and rust effects. And I pulled out that video and rewatched it, and basically it's all the same thing we're talking about doing nowadays of layers and if you coat it in so you don't lose a certain
Are you
thing.
using a sponge or are you using
No,
a brush?
no. I started with colors with the airbrush, a few different, like a modeling kind of a thing, and then basically was going in with oils and a mix of with the toothpick and splatter, and then take some away, and just and then when you get it to where okay, I like that with that colors, then I would lock it in, I always like have the hair dryer out to speed up the process.
Right.
So it's like boom. Oils don't have to take 2 days to dry. If you sit there for a half hour, you can get them dry.
Just don't warp your parts. Don't put the hair dryer on too hot.
No, just low temp and just back and forth. And so then you can.
That's where a food dehydrator comes in really handy.
Yeah.
Plop at the food dehydrator, start on another step or something else.
Right. Yeah.
And boom, half hour later, you're ready to rock.
Even the oxidized weld seams and stuff too looks great. I
Well,
mean,
they're not oxidized. They're shiny, which is what they should be.
I mean, non-oxidized. My bad. See, this is why I keep you around, Rob. You get to correct me. The non. I've seen this in person, obviously, a few times, and I'm going to tell you, the pictures don't do it justice either. Because in person, it's even better. Excellent. This looks great, Jim.
Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. And you know what? This is such a cool.
Now build me a
interesting
bedroom. Fuck.
Yeah, now it's such a cool.
Well, we'd have to go downstairs so I could show you some furniture I built. So.
Yeah, it's right. Jim does build furniture. He does good stuff. This is such an interesting subject because I've never seen anybody. Has anybody else modeled this particular vehicle?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. So
but
this
what was a weird thing recently, and I should have sent you pictures. The A10 that I did in Greece.
I do. That's a great. That's the Gecko kit.
Maybe and maybe a year ago, someone else. I was on Facebook, and someone else posted a picture, and it's very similar. His diorama was a little bit longer and a few more buildings in it from the pics, but the exact same thing.
Was that in Military Modelcraft? Which one was in MMI?
What? Of mine?
Which article? Which one got into the magazine? Which
No, that was Syrian Banksy.
Oh, the Syrian Banksy. Why didn't you send me that for this? What's wrong with you?
I did. I sent it.
You sent me Banksy?
Yeah.
I don't. Did I get Banksy? Is it in there? I didn't see it.
I sent some work in progress, and you had the finished stuff. I told you.
Do I have the Banksy one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. It's here.
I think I got rid of it. I accidentally put that folder into something else by accident.
Okay, so that was also thrown out.
Damn it! All right, the studio, the Banksy one was really, really good. And also the one that you won best in show at the IPMS regional, up here, Region 1.
The Churchill.
Excellent. Yeah.
There's
Hold on. So Frankie's finding something right now. Is that
Baby
no, that,
Hitler?
That's Saad.
Is this the Banksy one?
Yeah, it's the back of the one of the side building.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, you do a lot of research on your model. It's not like you just pick a model up and and Jim is like a one model builder, Rob. He does not build anything else until he's done.
Oh, really?
Which would drive me crazy.
Usually,
He'll work on
what a loser.
Sometimes have to, but,
no, you don't. You actually stick to one thing though. It's sometimes crazy. You'll like work on tracks or something for something else, but you don't get into like the real build.
Well, something like this, you pretty much got to stay focused, or you're never going to pull it off, right? Like,
well, I did the tank to start, and then that sat basically done except for the weathering because I wasn't.
And then you're like, I need to build rooms. I got to get my architect on.
No, yeah, exactly. I bring my work home, busman's holiday. So
Printing parts off at work and shit.
now I have printers, so I print them here. So all the basically all that furniture you saw in there, that was all printed. The Jersey barriers were printed. The chairs.
There it is. This is it.
the
All right. So
railing.
this is the
Yeah.
Banksy one. I didn't put it in the.
Yeah.
I didn't have this in the intro, but
Oh, yeah.
this is really. Yeah, there it is in the back. That's awesome right there.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't know who's Banksy's, that's like he does like all the wall art right around and stuff. Or
Are we
like
talking
different art.
Banksy?
Banksy.
Banksy, the
Yeah.
Banksy, the graffiti artist.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Banksy.
Banksy, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a Long Island accent. I swear.
No,
everybody
it's
knows
fine. I
it's
was just like, I'm trying to figure
No,
out.
no,
You
no,
I'll
guys
no,
saying
butcher
the
any
same
word.
thing.
What do you want? What do you want me to butcher?
Axe.
Axe.
Ask me a question.
We don't need to point anything out. You're pretty good at just butchering like ad hoc.
Thanks a lot, Frank. You know, you're supposed to be
It's a
here to
compliment.
give me, yeah.
You know, you're not a cruise missile. You're a
You know, Mike
nuclear
Outlaw
bomb.
was right about you. He's like, you know, I don't want him on the Sunday show, but okay, I'll take him.
Don't make me put my caricature up to show you just how much love there is from Outlaw. And he's in the audience
Yeah.
right now.
No, what was the kit that you used for this though, Jim? What was
This
the tank?
The T55 is Tocum's kit.
Taco kit.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
the first time I built one of their kits, and it was nice. You know,
Reactive
the only,
armor
I
is
guess
fun,
the
isn't
only,
it?
what's that? The reactive armor? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun. But and you have to fix it a little bit. It's a little under detailed, but not too bad. And I
We
think
got next. Yep,
mix
here's
of
another
figures.
angle. Yeah, good. I'm so glad we got these pics. This is the stuff that you just resent me just now, right? Before the show.
Yes.
All right, good. I'm glad you sent it. You see, because this is good to talk about. Because this is another one where I remember this took you quite a while to
Oh, yeah.
finish up. This was not like a couple of
Yeah.
months. This is a long time.
Yeah.
But but you researching a lot of the stuff took you a long time to do the research.
Well, I got lucky and stumbled across the picture of the wall art, and then started reading about this guy, and that was his nickname. And so they were starting like doing, graffiti in a bunch of different towns, and so they did like, I don't know, Christ, how many murals he must have done. I don't know. It was, I don't say hundreds, but it was probably 30 or 40 of them. And then they had to abandon the town, and that was in, I think, 16, if I remember right. And so that's what I'm kind of showing that, there's Assad's forces are back in and took over, and they're taking pictures, kind of a thing.
Nice. So that's all you 3D printed the blocks and all that stuff?
No, all that is cash. You could buy those molds. The cinder block mold, I think, is from MIG.
Yeah, you just pop them out.
Or the brick molds are from MIG. The different one for the blocks. And then I just, a lot of times I'll use like build up first with like celluclay or whatever, get a general height, and then fill it out with,
No need to waste a million bricks to build
exactly, right.
You got to have some filler in there.
Yeah, exactly. Make your life a little easier.
A lot of bricks on that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Excellent. This is really good, Jim. And painting that figure could not have been easy with that camouflage, with that pattern on that uniform. Forget about it.
Well, I mean, at least nowadays, anything that's in color, and this, the Civil War was, super documented. So you got really good pictures of everything. So it's not like World War II. You're like, oh, is that brown or is it green or is it?
Imperial wants to know how you did the camo.
I found a source online for what they had a couple of different jackets, and then it's all worked in acrylics.
I dipped my paintbrush in my paint and pushed my paintbrush on my figure.
Justin, it's not that fucking easy. Don't fucking
look. I know it's not. I'm being a smartass.
Yeah, thin coats. I always use retarder in the the paint, so you're slowing down your drying time. So you know,
Retarder. So do we. He's called Riv. Go ahead.
yes, exactly.
When the did we get ice cream?
This is
Ooh.
this is why, man. We're gonna get censored here on YouTube.
They'll shut you down.
Yeah, no, we'll be. This is great, Jim. This is that's one. That is one of your better. I mean, listen, you do a lot of great stuff, but that's one of your better.
It was a fun project.
Yeah,
It was a long project. That was
a lot
probably
going on, and I know that that was a nice feature in the magazine.
Idea, love it.
This is so. What are we looking at here, Jim?
So from the 73 war, so a Centurion shot cow.
And how? What did you? Now,
and this particular one, if you look at the front, it has the extra armor plate, so it was set up to be a bulldozer with fittings and stuff on it. So, and then I decided, no, I don't want to use the actual dozer, but I'll just set it up. So they took it off, and it was from.
And it's Centurion chassis, right?
Yes, yeah. The shot cows were all Centurion, and then they redid the engine deck's different, and then they changed out the motors and stuff.
And then they just moved on.
Yeah, and upgunned them. So
yeah.
Originally they had, but they upgunned everything.
Just like Picasso, like were you going through your? I call it your blue period or whatever, but were you going through like your acrylic period? Remember that was the time when you're like, I'm not using enamels no more lacquers, no more anything that's bad for you. I'm just
not on this
acrylic.
one. This one was back.
Well, you don't do that anymore because you got away from the acrylics.
No, I have on the what's it called on.
You did a couple in the acrylics, but there was a time you're like, you know what, I'm going back to like lacquers.
Right.
Well, acrylics fucking suck.
Well, no, I did a couple models
for airbrushing.
Everything. The airbrushing, the weathering was all done in acrylics. No enamels, no oils, nothing. I wanted to, test myself to see like.
How do you blend the acrylics that nicely though? You don't got much work. I guess the retarder.
Retarder, flow improver, and then doing thin coats. That's the thing. You got to build. You can't try to shoot it in one. I mean, in one time.
Level coats, yeah.
But and I'm still playing around with it. The hardest thing is trying to get any kind of
streaking
acrylics to do pin washes and stuff. It's really tough for cleaning it up. There's a balance where
they're a bitch to clean. And
you
that's
gotta you kind of.
No, I know.
I know the intention's great to be like, you know what, I want to paint this all in acrylics, and you're like, holy shit, how am I going to do the pin washes with this? I understand that there's ways around it. Dish soap, right? Don't you people mix some of like dish soap into their paint a little bit?
That breaks up the surface.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Right. So was this
Robert Baldago wants to know what brand paint? That's Apple Barrel and Craft Made, right?
What was this? No, this was a commission. No, this was a commission build, right?
Yes.
This was for what's his name, right? This is for blanking on his name. Who is this for again? Jose. This Jose commissions you. You do commission, but Jose.
Why am I saying Jose? Juan. So Jose. Juan
always wants people like the guy pays you, man. Like he ain't joking. Like he's like, I want you to build me. Can you build me this? And you go, all right, $700. He's like, all right, and he pays you. But one time you did a commission for him, and like you gave him the model, and he got into a car accident, right?
On the way home, yeah.
On the way home from the show, and the car.
Well, he almost got. Actually, no, he didn't get into a car accident. He almost hit someone like that, jumped across in front of the car.
Oh, but he had to slam on his brakes, and the model got all destroyed.
The model went flying off, right, and got.
That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, well, I fixed it for him.
Real quick before we keep going on, we never actually said what was the acrylic paint brand that you were using.
I was Tamiya.
Tamiya.
Yeah,
because we know the Krylon doesn't have acrylics.
Tamiya,
hold on, but that's not a true.
Well,
acrylic.
I thought you were using light color and acrylic.
So hold on now. So when you were saying I'm doing all this shit in acrylic, you're actually using Tamiya.
Well, but I was thinning it. I wasn't thinning it with lacquer thinner. I was thinning it with
X28
isopropyl. Well, not even X28. I had my own mix, but similar.
All right.
All right, you're.
I
you're
still
off
don't know
the
if
hook.
that qualifies as fucking acrylics.
Well, it's a hybrid acrylic. I can't.
Look at Rob. Rob gets very defensive over the Tamiya acrylic. All right, so what are we looking at here, Jim? And this is now this was made for a larger diorama, though. This was not
A small vignette. Yeah.
But this
So it's
small vignette.
this is the old Tamiya Gaz B from what,
Like
75,
Yeah.
74 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I remember building it as a kid. And then I picked up I want to say,
Does it come with that thing over the hood like that?
No.
No.
And I'm trying to remember the company that made the hood cover. They made the backpack, the spare wheel, the wheels themselves, which are like a civilian tread, and they give you the front grills. They actually give it to a couple of them, and then I sculpted the top tarp.
What about on the one on the window? You mean?
No. The bonnet, not the bonnet, but what I'm saying, for your cover, not the hood, not for the windshield.
Okay, so is the windshield part just one piece cast like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That looks really good though, man.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
this came out
fucking
good.
awesome. Yeah.
That cover on the hood really brings a nice color variation to that piece.
It looks well insulated.
Yeah, it does. It looks
Right.
real.
Yeah.
It does.
Puffy.
So what did you do to weather that though? What's the process on that cover on the hood? Like, what did you?
So it was just, I again painted in a khaki. I forget if it was like, I used, this I was spraying with Tamiya. I think it was probably Tamiya Buff or Deck Tan. I forget.
Okay.
And then I did a pin wash to get the dark lines in between each one.
Mm-hmm.
And then started getting flicking, different lighter off whites and
So you do the
tans.
flicking technique like on a brush.
Yep, and then blend it. Yep,
Blend it.
with oils.
When you weather, so this is a general question
Mhm.
for all your builds. When you weather your models,
Yep.
obviously when you're doing your pin washes, you want more of a satiny, glossier coat, right, so everything can move around, or do you work on a more of a matte surface?
I have gone back to just working on a matte surface.
Really, even with the pin
Yep.
washes.
Yeah, because years ago when I was shooting either a gloss or a semi-gloss on stuff, what I didn't like was it was changing a lot of times the base color of the vehicle, and I wouldn't get that back after I flat coated. It was a different tone.
Okay.
But what it can do is then you can go back in with your base color and lighten it up again.
I know,
Post-shade
but
it.
it was even more work though. I was finding.
Yeah,
right?
it's more work.
Yeah.
So
So
you going on a
that's-
matte surface then, even with your pin washes?
Yes.
How are you controlling it then if it's not moving for you? What do you do?
Well, it's I don't have a problem with it. If you go down smooth with your paint, I don't find you're not gonna you're only doing that little hood.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
yeah.
because I know from experience when I paint.
Right.
I try to like
two brush. You have two brush method, right? You're putting it on with one, and you
Mhm.
got the other brush with your thinner there and damp.
Right.
Clean it off, and it should be good to go.
Yeah, as long as you're good right away. And you'll always get a little bit of staining on a flat coat. Like it's,
So Mad Genius just asked a question. This is the guy's Jeep, yeah. 135th.
And I think it
we have
was
finished
Mantis.
I don't think we have the finished ones. Look at this guy. He's a show off, Jim Guld. You see what I mean? Show off. I don't like hanging out with him. It makes me look bad.
It's not hard.
But I got you to get that best of, didn't I?
You back in the day, yeah. Well, it was a collective effort giving me a hard times, for that time. But it ain't gonna happen again. I don't know. Too much going on right now. Too much going on.
You're lucky I don't build German armor. Right?
Oh shit! You do. You built I think. What was the last one you built? You built the Panzer. What you built like a Panzer III? I remember when you built the Panzer III. That wasn't that long ago. It was long ago now. It's quite a few years.
Yeah.
Well, you built
Ever
the
since
Panzer
I
III
moved years
build
ago.
one?
Yeah,
I thought you
showed
built
that.
one when you were back.
No, I haven't built any German armor since about 2008
Thanks,
or
man.
9.
Listen, stick to the Commonwealth shit. That's more your
Right, the winner.
That's your speed right there. You do a good
Right.
job with it. What is this now? What are we looking at?
So it's the AFE Club US 40 millimeter Bofors,
Yeah.
and in the kit they give you I think they give you a couple different sight choices, and this is the with the motorized version for its operation. Bronco has a couple different kits, and that had different.
Right, Bronco does, yes.
Yeah,
That's fucking
they have.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the AFE Club kit was it's pretty darn good. No real problems. The only thing that's off, and I fixed it as much as I could, were the motors themselves. They're not totally correct.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be totally 100% correct.
No, exactly. I wasn't going to totally scratch build them.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
one
that
of the
shit,
things that
right?
you do is yeah. Jim, you always add a figure too to always give scale to your
Oh,
work.
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You always put in, and you do good. I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you, you've gotten a lot better with your figures.
Yeah.
Figure painting is getting, because you've been doing a lot more. Figure painting is getting a lot better too.
So,
No, I
I'm
mean,
aiming
listen, for an
for.
old man, dude,
That's
you
it,
brush
you know?
death. You just listen, Jim had you had a big health scare a year or so ago. That's why Jim was
Year
not
ago.
at the Nationals in 2024 in South Bend, but he made up for it in 2025. He took best Marine, and we're going to talk about that Dio in a few. This is really good, Jim. This is really good, and you make all your own bases, right? All the wood you do yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't do any more bases for Brad Belsign, please.
Well,
Don't make that guy look good. Listen, don't make him
he
look
doesn't
good.
come around anymore. He goes.
Yeah, he's
to
a
that,
bad friend.
He goes to
I've
that
been trying
guy
to
in
kick
the
him out.
north.
Yeah, we don't want him. Does anybody want Brad Belsign to be part of that group? Anybody, please?
No.
Okay.
No, you got his name right twice.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
trying because I want to say it right just in case people are really,
But Rob,
really want to take him. What?
Isn't it Bradley?
Bradley, exactly.
Bradley.
He's not around tonight, thank God. He's probably, I don't want to say it I'll save it for the build rooms, all the shit that I say.
All
what's
right.
the
So
sandbags
sandbags and all this.
What are we talking about
Yeah.
here?
So that's our favorite resin manufacturer out in Arizona.
Mr. Munzel.
Mr. Monzel.
Steve
All
Munzel,
right.
value,
His
yeah.
stuff. Value
No,
gear.
Do they come
And
in those
also,
sets?
he's into the same kind of music that I'm in.
That's right. He's an old punk rocker
He's
guy.
also another punk, hardcore
Yeah.
guy. So.
That's the thing. Jim was a big on the punk rock scene back in the 70s and 80s. This guy
Early
was
80s.
he was
Did you have
those
a
type of-
mohawk at one time or what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
I
did.
have a mohawk, but I had one later on, actually, when we were at a model show. When yeah.
I've
Chili
mistakenly
pepper,
seen
mohawk.
pictures of Jim wearing the leather pants that has like the back open a little bit. Like he was into
Hey,
really weird.
hey.
He was into like that whole like the New York Dolls and stuff. He loved that shit. What are we looking at, Jim?
This is the Border Models Crusader 3.
This is a newer one that you recently. This wasn't too long ago,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, this I finished up for this year's show.
Right.
I did the build last year, and then I finished it up.
So this has not been
winter.
at a show yet.
Yes, it was. I took it to this year's show.
At Amps.
Yes, it
Nats.
is. And then that's AFE Club's Roto.
Okay. How'd you find was this your first Border Models kit that you built?
Yes.
How'd you find the build and the instructions and everything?
Okay.
Okay.
The tracks, throw them away.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Rob Adams has built his first Border Models and he was not happy with it.
Yeah.
The
you know,
detail is really nice. I'll give them that. Their molding
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah. I mean, it went together fairly well. I mean, I didn't have any.
I just found sloppy, especially like
Yeah.
the kit I was doing is full interior, so all this shit's supposed to be removable, and then read the instructions first. You build the base model, and then you just keep building up from there.
Right.
That's why I'm saying anybody that buys into this 2B new release bullshit,
Merkava,
already got it.
About the Merkava.
Yeah,
Right.
the Merkava.
Yeah.
You already got it. It's all in the box. I got half a box full of fucking spare parts. left over.
This was individual link tracks or link and length, Jim, the ones that come in the kit?
No, they were individual.
Individual.
Wow,
Plastic,
okay.
yeah. But
No.
they were total garbage.
This is the 3.
This is the 3.
3.
And so it's late.
Oh, that's the
this
only
is-
one we have of that, right? Of that Crusader. All right, but
Correct.
this is another one
I
now.
thought-
This is
Oh,
I
is this
thought
the
I
mini
sent
art
some,
kit?
Yes, it is a
This
mini.
is-
Oh,
yeah, there
you-
is some in progress pics of this. This is the mini art kit. This is a nice, and that
Well,
whole-
originally I was going to use the mirror models kit of the armored bulldozer.
Yeah.
But the fit for the blades to the side is terrible.
full disclosure. The reason why these are nice pics is because I took them.
Yes.
This is the
Hey,
one where I was talking about the rain streaks and shit that I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you about on the side of the concrete and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So,
Uh-huh.
okay, well, listen, shut up.
No, this is
So it's obviously it's blue foam buildup, and then I took it out. I thought I sent you some pictures of work in
did.
progress.
we did. I got them.
we're getting to
If
them.
you want to, I was going to say if you want to go to that,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
kinda
Yeah,
talk
go to
about
some of
how
those, Frankie, and then we'll go to the finish. I know that the gate was
That's
John
3D
Lamb had
printed.
made for you, right? 3D print.
Yes, yeah. I got the information to John, and then John drew it
Yeah,
up.
that's a fucking awesome model, man.
This
So,
was really
okay.
good, and
I love it.
So it's you
Oh, I
can see, build
see
up the
now. Okay.
layers, take it to the foam cutter, and I have a handheld one too, and start scalloping out how I wanted it. So I kind of did a double cut, so it's going not only uphill but then side hill, so to give it kind of a falling away effect. And then for that side area, I went out. I have a full wood shop out in the garage, so I took it over to the bandsaw and just started going up against the blade as it was running. Just go,
Just
nick,
zing,
nick,
zing, zing,
nick,
zing,
nick,
zing,
nick.
zing.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
no, like this
Yeah.
came out great.
And then on top of that, sealed it with Mod Podge, and then put on crackling paste, and then just went at it with airbrush, and then made. I have a Cricut cutter.
Right.
So all the streaking on the side, was that like airbrushed or dry brush?
No,
Or oils or-
wash. This was oils and then washed.
Okay.
Yep. And then just blend it out, hand blend it. So
Yeah, this is great.
there's
An
the
interesting
Tony
thing,
Gate.
one of the 3D print like broke, right? But it worked perfectly because it looked like it was like
Right.
it
Yeah,
fit.
the arm on the top hand side. About
Yeah.
halfway through the build, I ham fisted it,
Yeah, no, and I think it worked
knocked
out,
it off the bench.
but it better. I think it works for it.
Yeah,
though, you
right.
know?
So,
Looks
yeah.
like you had to do a lot of filling, like micro filling on that thing too.
Well,
Or is-
yeah, there was a couple of spots. It, luckily when you print it, you can print, however many you want, but you still have the cleanup to do. So,
Right.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah. So
Yeah,
here's
there's the kit right there. Yeah,
I mean-
hold on. Let me just say this. It is Justin's birthday. Everybody's wishing him a happy birthday. This is wait, what are you,
happy birthday,
47 or
Justin.
48?
47.
Woof.
47.
Holy
You're not
shit,
50
that's
yet.
it?
You'll be there soon though.
Boy, oh boy.
Look how happy he is. There's a reason why. Look at that
Yeah,
smile.
McAllen 12 year.
Envious of
That's
it.
right.
Envious
That'll
of
make
his
you
smile.
happy.
Look at him. Did the stripogram come to the house yet?
Well, yeah, actually, it was like in Ferris Bueller. It was really appreciated, Rod.
Wait, the nurse's outfit. That's great. All right. So here, that mini art engine right there, right, Jim? Wow.
Mini art engine. Then I just wired it up.
Mhm.
I have the dozer, the D7 dozer book. It has a lot of good pictures in it for
Right.
World War II shots, and then also modern ones. That
I
are,
just did the
you know,
RSO
remote.
mini art kit, and I do not want to do another mini art kit for a while.
Dude, that engine's like 127
Yeah,
parts
look
or
at that.
something.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
It's its own kit on its own. It's fucking amazing.
Well, I mean, it's And then all the the gearing back in under the seats and stuff that you can never see when you have a build kit.
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
the
it-
linkage and everything. Yeah,
right,
it's
exactly.
insane. Yeah.
It's like if you wanted to do a maintenance diorama, and there's some really good pictures in that book of them, like working on stuff under that plates for the gearing and stuff. You could
totally
because
do it.
Mini Art gives you everything.
They've set you
But,
up for all of that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. I mean, but those parts are very fiddly.
And you're breaking them left and right.
Breaking them, and then you got to pin them.
I think that engine took me like a week to build and paint.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, man.
So you painted everything in situ then, right,
I
Jim?
did.
Like
I did. Yep.
Holy
Except
fuck,
for
really? You're crazy.
Yeah, except for the blade and stuff. I put all that on afterwards. But like you saw there, and then
I got to the tracks and said, nope, I got to order some tracks, and I haven't ordered them yet.
Well, actually, there's a good easy cheat, and I'll have to give credit to my good friend
Chris Johnson, right?
Chris Johnson up in Canada.
Yeah.
Who's not too shabby of a modeler. As most
He's
people
watching
know.
tonight. He told me he was going to watch tonight. I
Yeah.
spoke to him today.
And
but on Facebook, he said he was going to watch.
Drill out the track pads, and you can use 47,000 styrene rod and put it through, and boom, you're done. Just like glue one side. And so you
cool, because actually I really enjoyed the rest of the kit, even though it's frustrating and you're breaking shit left and right. You're right, especially all their little fragile parts.
Yeah.
But I got to those tracks and I was like, I need 4 hands like this.
Oh no, I would never have attempted to try to put them together the way
I built a run of about 20 of them, and I was like, nope, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
No, he gave you a good tip on those tracks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember when you told me about that. You told me
because they are nice tracks.
Yeah.
Can you send me that info just so I?
Yeah.
No, you got to
remember
pay
it?
for that
Thank
shit, man. You don't get freebies.
Shut
Right?
up, you already
Rob
told
Adams
me.
doesn't mean you get everything for free. Listen, even Chris Johnson got the cover of the magazine this month with that recovery vehicle at Hercules at M88.
Yeah. I just saw that this morning.
Yeah, he did good. So talk to us, Jim. What'd you do with the paint, and how'd you paint this gate and everything? What'd you do?
Okay, so primed it in Mr. Color Mahogany, I believe. And then again, back to like Adam's thing, it's just layers upon layers between airbrush, different tones and rusts, and then I actually did use a fair amount of acrylics. The Life Color rust set.
It's one of the best sets on the market.
It is, right? And but flicked it with that, and
Flick it on.
if you thin them out and have some retarder in them, it gives you do an area and then go in and hit it. You have less time, obviously, compared with oils, but you can do it.
Right.
And
How much back and forth do you find yourself doing?
that
Endless?
was
It seems like a lot, right?
Yeah.
that was like doing the whole rusting part of it was probably over 2 nights. Just
that's a bit of time to spend on one part, right?
But I mean, it's a major element of it, right? I mean,
hell yeah, it looks great.
Right. And the only thing that you can't see it in this picture, but I changed it. Here it's a purple flag you see in the background, and then afterwards I had this little epiphany, and I changed it to a pink flag. And anyone that is into the music scene would know a band called Wire, and that was their first album. It was called Pink Flag.
Look at always going. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
Easter eggs.
a little thing, little Easter egg.
Dude, it's great.
It is a great model, man. Like
You did a great job. So, right, what about the green? What did you use? What's the colors on this on the tractor?
That I think that was a mix of Tamiya's lacquer line, and then just mixed in and lightened them up. A number of different tones, and same thing, the modeling of colors, and then went into the weathering. Kind of a faded, blotchy look.
There's no stone unturned in that photo as far as weathering goes.
And like the weird thing is, luckily, when I went online to look at the color of the sand overall, it's really weird because at that beach, it is a very tan, yellowish kind of look to it, and not, when we're thinking of like, whites, sand,
Oh wow, that's fucking awesome.
along the shores.
Jim
here,
Griffith
Long Island.
says the Wire's a great band. He just put in. He wrote in the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Excellent band. So.
I love that star on the front grill, man. Like to get all the holes perfect like that.
Well, stencils.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but still, it's easy to fill those holes with paint if you don't thin it down.
Right? Yeah. Thin coats.
Yep.
Go to it, and then and the same thing. All the stencils for the LCT lettering on the blade was all that's all stencil work.
So you use Buddy's trick and use the kit tracks then, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So these
okay.
are yeah. But Fruhl makes a set of metal ones for it.
Yeah, I knew that, and I was like, I don't want to spend $70 on tracks.
Yeah, for something like that's
so. I mean, just drill them out. Just go that route, and because the kit ones are pretty nice.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So
value gear.
And there's all the little stuff. Yeah,
mix of value gear, and then some probably old Tasca.
Tasca jerry cans are still great.
Jerry cans, yeah, they're nice. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, man, at all.
Spares box for some other, oil.
Linden. It looks like a little Linden stuff in there to me.
Nah, that's all.
Linden.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if some of the bigger crates might have been old, but I don't. I got a bunch of stuff that I got also from Rob Irwin one time. Yeah.
This is good. This is a good
formations.
Yeah. Well, they haven't been around for a long time, right?
Well, no, he sold it.
Okay.
They're up in Canada.
I remember Tony Franken used to do a lot of. Didn't he do a lot of stuff for them? Like,
Fabio did all his masters, I believe.
There's Stacy's on. Stacy, where's my dinner?
See, what you can really see cool in this photo is the like compound curves that it's going through. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not just pulling it straight up a hill. Everything's kind of leaning as well, right?
Yeah, just slightly to the left.
Just enough, which
just enough to catch your eye. Right.
Yeah, it makes it look like it's having to do a little bit of work for its chore,
it's
right?
supposed to be like D plus 1 or 2, and cleaning up.
Really, this is work. This is a great one here, Jim. And this will be at ArmorCon, right? You got to bring this to ArmorCon.
I'll take it to ArmorCon.
I really do. I like that. It's not the standard armor. It's
friggin'
cool
sweet, man.
You had this in MFCA too. You had this MFCA,
right? No, it wasn't done yet.
Oh, you didn't have it at MFCA? I thought you did.
I don't think so. I thought I
think you did.
No,
you had it there. I took a picture of it.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, you did though. It looks great, man. I know we have a couple more, right? We have a couple more projects, Frankie.
Yeah, we do.
Got the Sherman.
I think.
What's Denklaus saying over here? Who? No, fucking the Jim is from Jersey. He's a Long Island transplant. He grew up in Jersey.
I grew up down Long Beach Island.
See? How you feel? What did your wife say? Hold on. What did your wife say? Stop by any time. I feed. Yes. I expect a nice meal. Christ. Starving. All right, here we go. This is, listen, I love this. This piece right here took Best Marine, right? At AMPS Nationals last year, right?
It's the David Harper Award.
Isn't it the knife? Is that the knife you got?
Yes.
You got the Bowie knife?
What? Frank, you get a knife?
Yeah.
K-bar.
You get a K-bar.
Bowie knife. K-bar.
I don't know. Listen to me. Christ,
Marine.
It's a knife.
Yeah. And you get
win a David Bowie knife.
You don't have to give the knife
David
back,
Bowie
right?
knife.
No, it's part of the
you
award.
keep it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's the one award. That's the, you know what, Jim? You used to say that if there's one best of you want to win at Nationals, it's that one.
Yes.
And you finally got
I always thought it was
because you get to take home a David Bowie knife.
That way you could stab me in the car while we're driving home.
What is the what's the criteria for that award? Is it just what they like, or
Dave picks it? Dave Vickers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's his award for David.
This is
Harper.
what they call the specialty awards at Amps Nats are not picked by the judges. They're picked by the person who kind of sponsors them. And there's a few
Right.
of them like that. One of them is Artillery Award that Steve had and put this
Right.
year. It's not a best of in the traditional sense where the judges pick it and it's up for best in show.
Yeah, it's a special award.
It's a special award. But listen, there was a lot of
major
stuff that was
award.
there was a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh,
stuff
no,
that was
it
up
is.
for it.
Sure.
Now these are the ones that we took, right? Did we? Oh, this one I didn't. This was one by you because I took the finished
No.
ones when you had the side skirts on them, right? Or did we
No,
take? some-
we did all. I brought this over and you shot these at.
Okay,
the
so
house.
talk
Yeah.
about it because you did a lot of. I want to show a lot of
Okay,
these build ones, Frank, because he did a lot of work on this.
Yeah.
So it's a Tasca hull, an Emperor A3, and then the turret is from Dragon. I had an extra turret in. I believe they give you 2 turrets in their Pacific. The Pacific, what you call it? The composite kit. They give you 2 of them. So I was able to steal one out of that, and I found a barrel I had in the spares box, and then kind of pieced it together from the rest of it. Same thing with the cupola and stuff like that. That was from, I believe that's a Tasca Suka cupola. And then I 3D printed some stuff, as you can see. The tracks are 3D printed. The weighting stack was 3D printed for the upper part of it. And then I added details for the bottom where it attaches to the hull and kind of cleaned it up and made dividers at the very top.
No,
then
this is a lot of work you did on this guy. And you know what? I want you to talk about those weld beads and how you do them because and this is something that I always felt interesting because I was always interested in how you do your weld, especially on like a US stuff. So
and it's different from everyone else for the most
different
part,
from
right?
everywhere else. It's very
Yeah. Different from everyone else except for Steve's logo, and that's where I got it from.
Oh wow! Now we can't talk now.
Hey, go to the best, right?
So how do you do these again? Where did Adams go?
It's I don't know. Can't tell you. Yeah,
I wanted him to hear this, but all right.
All right, you can watch it again tomorrow.
Yeah, you can watch it.
So
now here, Rob, hold on. Rob, he's
okay.
telling me how we did because you didn't hear. Oh, he isn't here. He's got to put his headphones on. Oh my God, I like drunk Rob Adams better than sober Rob Adams. He's just too like methodical now.
Sorry, I gotta pee sometimes, man.
You're not drinking.
Right.
He's drinking water now. Did you see that giant jug of hydration?
I drink like 3 of these a day now, man.
Yeah, you should.
Right, so Jim is talking about how he does the weld beads, which is like so weird. Like so, shoot.
So
Jim,
there's at Michael's and probably other craft stores. It's called Tulip is the name of the company, and it's a textured paint for putting on for decorating T-shirts and stuff like that. So I put it in a syringe with a real fine needle, and then I, just like you're doing any other kind of weld, you'll, scrape out and make a little trench, and then I fill it in, let it sit for, I don't know, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, depending, and then a wet, moistened toothpick, X-Acto knife to clean up if you're, going too much or whatever, and then just, slightly give it a little texture, and.
Nice.
No, really interesting though, and it is
I like the weighting gear too, even though it's so short, right? Like it's pretty short.
Well, yeah, the top stack is missing. So,
yeah, okay.
but
it's for shallow water.
Yeah,
for little.
Yeah, the waiting pond.
Yeah,
right.
Excellent, man. That looks fucking awesome.
And this is a great build, and actually, this particular project is in the wings to be in military model craft. Hopefully, soon it'll be in there. So, we're gonna hopefully get it and see it in there soon, but. I want any pictures of Frankie of it with the side skirts that Jim made on it. Do we have any of those? I think there's some
side skirts in construction. You mean?
Yeah, in construction. I thought there was a couple, but there might not be. I know I had them, but I must have.
No,
there is none.
Yeah,
Brian's asking if the railroad, if it's railroad track.
Right here.
No, for the side irons, I just took. Some H stock that I had.
So what would it have been, like square tubing or something like that?
Well, you just said H stock.
I don't. Well,
oh, H stock.
well,
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I totally guessed what that was because there's only one picture of this tank, and it's from the right hand side when they were welding on, like finishing up and putting on the skirts. So the left hand side is a total guess of what was used. So I just,
Yeah, here's the build.
artistic freedom.
This is where you
Yeah, yeah.
started painting. We got to talk about this. So, how did we get these effects, and what did you do here? Because there's a lot of stuff
So
going on.
each of the panels is an individual panel, and they can just hang on like a skirt. And so I just painted each individual panel and different colors of grays. So I said, okay, this came from a landing craft, or this came from a different landing craft, and then this one
Did you
had
use like lead or like how did you?
No, it's all styrene.
Oh, okay.
Evergreen, and then the top is like a
Yeah.
I forget what tube, and then I made a little jig, and I have a little model maker saw at home and send it through, and made like a quarter round out of it.
Wow, that looks. And you can remove them if you want, right? They just pop off. Or
They
you glue
did.
them on?
I glued them on at the end, but
Yeah.
for painting or something, yeah. So same techniques as before, just spattering and.
Right. Now the
Yeah.
tracks. Whose tracks are these, Jim?
I printed these myself at the house.
Oh wow,
They're
these are.
from-
You printed these tracks out?
Yeah, these
Off
are
of Colts or something?
off of Colts. They're from Faustus, is, I believe his name.
Excellent.
And actually, he just recently changed his style of how they go together.
Okay.
But
I got to say, this is a great picture. Whoever took it.
yeah, they must have a really good camera.
Nah, this is
Makes
good.
up for. Bad
But
eye.
in no seriousness, I like this shot because you can really see everything and what you did on the front of this with the tracks and the different tones of the rust and the
That is
the
Well,
dust,
sloppy.
not only that, but the groundwork around
the
it just
groundwork
brings-
too, how it
brings it
all
home.
corresponds together. Like it goes up the vehicle, which is great.
Yeah, it brings it home.
Yeah. Really good.
Continuity, you get 5.
There's a couple of seam lines I can see, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm joking.
Remember, there should be some seam lines on casting.
That's true. That is true.
Right?
That is true.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people screw up on early Sherman 3-piece. They removed the seam lines on the center bolt pieces, and they were two halves.
That goes back to instructions. Like, how hard would it be to be like, do not remove? Pretty easy.
Yeah, but you got to remember these models are not made in America. They're made overseas, and a lot of times it's whoever's writing the instructions for them doesn't know about Shermans. They just know. Oh, here's
I suppose, but if they get the detail right, and then they understand.
Yeah, there would have to
be
be
there.
someone.
Right.
There's plenty of people, right, here in America that would, or all over the world, that would send them information, about stuff.
The writings on the side skirts. Now, how did you do that? Did you do that with just a brush?
That's decals from Star Decals makes a set for this.
Oh wow, decals.
And they give
wow.
you a couple different color choices for the that little cloud number, the 2. They had
Okay.
one was in pink, and I think the other one they did in white. I
Frankie,
said, hey,
can you get
let's go with
a closer up picture of one of those skirts? Maybe I wanted to see.
He
Because
just had one. The first.
We just had one, and that's the only picture we got of the.
can you
skirt
go back
close.
to it again? I just want to see.
Yeah.
You
can
don't see
him
any. There's
perfectly
no
on there.
decal demarcation at all.
Yeah. There you go.
There's nothing like it's now. What'd you do? How did you get the decals to lay down so well and blend in?
I don't even think I shot any clear down before. But so what I do is make sure you got a smooth surface. Put the decal down, make sure it's good the next day with some softeners and stuff. But what I have been using, to me, it makes a decal glue, which I'll put that down instead of microsol, and put that down where I'm going to float it. And I think it really helps because, decals are like a cornstarch for their glue. But a lot of times if you leave them in the water too long, you're losing some of that. So I think it's like a nice insurance thing. Put that down first, put your decals down,
Sure. Yeah.
use your, Q-tip and stuff and get your air bubbles out or as much as you can. If you don't,
Does it come
Go
in
back
one
to
of
the-
these bottles or what?
yes.
Okay. I've
The
never seen it.
problem is it's really hard to find.
Oh,
I
okay.
had to get it from overseas. I don't believe that they import it to the States.
Ah,
And I
all right.
think I got it from B&A, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I've never
B&A?
seen it. Yeah, B&A.
Probably B&A,
Oh.
you can get anything there. Shoot that
Yeah.
and super hot. Well, you're not
Yeah,
getting
but it's
anything
just
right
weird
now.
getting Japanese shit from Australia, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, well, you ain't getting it now for a while. Well,
Yeah, who knows, right.
Who knows what it
Otherwise,
looks
it'd
like
probably
when
be, $300 for a little jar
Yeah.
or something.
it's like,
Right.
I need
Yeah.
a neighbor barrel. $500 later, you got it.
Well, I think you have enough Aber stuff to last you.
I was telling him, well, that's we'll end with that because that's a fucking funny story that just recently happened. This is your new, I got to say something, and we're going to bring up the name that I do not want to mention again. Bradley Belsheim. This was like, you guys did like a buddy build with him, you two, right?
We were going to have this, but I didn't make it either for amps. We were going to do them together and have them ready.
Oh, for the Nationals, but it's going to be at ArmorCon though, right?
It will be at ArmorCon.
Take a look. Now obviously I haven't gotten a chance to take pictures for you. That's why the
Yeah.
standard of the pictures is declined, but we're gonna talk
oh
about it.
God, listen to this.
I'm breaking his chops. I gotta break his chops. Do you see his
I
models? How can I bust his balls about anything else but his picture taking? He
So,
does amazing stuff. Let me just
well.
can I feel good about myself for 2 minutes,
Jim,
please?
there's
I
some
suppose you
in
can.
build shots of this, so you can talk about this one a little bit because I've got some of your.
Okay.
You sent some in builds with.
If you want to start with that, I don't know, wherever you want to go, right?
There's
you
an
wanna start
interior
with that?
shot.
Yeah, okay. So
Zoom in on that, Frankie.
this is
There we go.
the HD Models late kit, not the Gecko kit. And
Okay. What kit was this again, Jim?
HD Models out of
HD
Italy.
models.
So again, Fabio,
Mhm.
he did the masters for this, and then so then you use the Tasca hull, and they give you everything else. And you can super detail it. Did a little extra wiring and things.
Yeah,
like
this
that,
looks great, Jim. This looks
Yeah.
great. I mean, you. What was the one that you did years ago that was open like this?
Oh, you're thinking the Bedford, the QLR.
No, not the Bedford at all.
Oh.
That you didn't send
My
pictures of the
God.
Bedford.
I know. I didn't send pictures.
You
of
would have
Bedford.
won best Commonwealth at Amps Buffalo with Mr. Our Canadian friend,
Johnson.
Mr. Chris Johnson, wasn't at that show.
He whipped me, but that's all right.
What did your wife say? I love how Rob is so supportive of Jim. I'm very supportive of this guy. Are you kidding me?
It's
I
like
tell
a
him what
jock strap.
terrible friend he is sometimes.
Are
No,
you
no,
talking about
not
this
that. What was
Bedford?
the? It was like the priest. No, that's not the Bedford. It's
Okay.
like a priest kind of. What is it? Well,
Let's see him.
did it? It was at ArmorCon years ago.
Oh, I did a kangaroo, an early kangaroo,
An early kangaroo. That's it.
right? From an American priest,
Right. That's what the one you did. All right.
The defrocked priest.
Mm-hmm. And you scratch built that whole interior and stuff, right? Didn't you do a lot of
Yeah,
scratch building?
yeah. Because I made the waiting skirts,
Mm-hmm.
which they put a lot of times they would put them back on to help
Right.
the water.
So what do we do here in the rear here? What kind of stowage is this?
It's a mix, spares box, and then some 3D printed stuff that I printed at home. The bromide fire extinguishers I printed. Both.
I like that. I like those bed rolls in the middle. Which ones are those? The ones right in the middle?
In the yellow one.
Yeah,
yeah. That's also from Rob Earl. Who
Really?
knows where? Yeah. I swapped him years ago a kit that he wanted, the old Hobby Boss, the GMC with the Bofors on the back, that the French used, and they were out of production at the time, and he wanted one. I said, I got one. I'll swap you. I said, give me a bag of goodies. He goes, what do you want? I said, I don't care. You just give me a bag of stuff. So he gave me a bag of stuff, and I sent him the kit. So I've been
Stacey,
using
another
it
half an hour. You gotta wait. Go get a bag of chips or something. God.
So
Now this is your newest model, right? This is the last one you built? Completed?
this is the most recent one that I finished. Yeah.
And what are you working on now?
That Sexton that I showed you.
Sexton. Okay. Oh, that's right here, right? Frankie, you already put this part of the Sexton up, right?
Yeah, I'll put it up after.
What's the barrel on that? Is that was it like
What is it? RB?
RB?
Right?
Yeah.
Poland, right?
Yeah, they're kind of out though, but isn't it Aber anyway? Didn't they do them for Aber? Didn't Aber make them
It-
for them?
I believe that they did build them, made them for them.
Yeah, it's all the
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah.
Really nice,
Hey.
man. The filth in there, the crappy stuff in there, it looks great.
So yeah, mud. So it's like this was Operation Veritable. It was middle of February.
The
And
two
the
different
Germans-
colored coffee cups.
Tea.
Tea. Oh, I forgot. I gotta listen to Kev Green in our group. Always going.
Well, it actually could be coffee because they are Canadians. So
Yeah,
it's,
right. You guys don't drink tea in Canada, do you, Rob? Frankie?
Yeah, I'm drinking tea right
Yes.
now.
Oh,
He is well utilized in Canada.
and what is that in the front? Is that like a stretcher or something?
It is exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they give it to you in the kit actually.
Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they give you a
Rob,
few.
yeah, that's a Canadian version. It's called a stretcher.
Yeah.
What did I
Ask me
say?
how I
Did
know.
Did I call it a stretcher?
Nobody was listening. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Always got to cause trouble.
I love the winter whitewash too, man. That's like extremely well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, muddy. You can feel
Feedback.
like it looks cold and dirty.
And then
It's
you're
like
like,
you can
I
you can always
didn't
smell
erase
it's
the
a
star
Canadian,
while I
yeah,
was doing the rest of it.
Well, that's how you can tell it's a Canadian vehicle because the star is canted.
Yeah, because they do
But
everything
not
right.
only that, but you managed to. The star is white. Everything else is white, and you're wearing off the white, but you managed to preserve the star, which is, blended it in. I should
Blended
say.
it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is. I think that's a really fine thing because blending in decal, or whether you sprayed it, I'm not sure, but if it's a decal, then that's even extra well done. So
No, I do. You can feel it. It's like the dirty. You can like it has.
yeah, it's
captures
real.
like the wet, like cold, muddy feel of it. It looks really
Right.
good. You do good groundwork though. You do well when it comes to blending it up to the model. So that's a strength. So this is now the Sexton.
No. That's the old Tamiya.
Why do I have this? Why am I should never
Why
just
you
jump
looking
to
at the wrong thing?
conclusions. So what is this?
That's Tamiya's old FAT, Field Artillery Rifle, the quad from again 1975, 76.
Yeah.
And
what aftermarkets, the photoettes did you use?
I believe that was Voyager makes a set for it.
Oh.
And then I did a lot of extensive scratch building for the inside and then for the rack on the back, of course. So that's all, evergreen.
Nice. Look at all the stowage here.
On the stowage.
And how'd you do the straps on the sacks on the back? Would you use putty?
Again, lead foil.
Oh, lead foil. Okay.
And you said you're in situ, so you glue all this shit on and paint it in place?
For this one, I did. Yes, I don't always, but for this one, I did because I wanted
You're a
it.
fucking madman.
So what do? You airbrush it like you mask stuff off like silly putty, like Stan does? Like Stan masks his stuff off with silly putty and then he just paints everything.
I hand brush. I mean, I would spray some of it, but most of it I just hand paint.
Wow.
Yeah, you probably just prime it all and then go from there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, no big deal.
I don't know. It's just weird. I'm a paint every piece all the way around kind of guy. It just.
I mean, I have done it where, I'll put it on afterwards, but this one because of the rack, I was like, I wanted it to make it feel like the weight, coming out the back kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, and you got so many. Yeah, like I mean, even if you did build it perfectly and then take it apart to paint it, you're never going to get back the way it was.
And
right.
And the other thing which you don't see here is I have figures sitting on that tarp, so I really had to have that done, and I had used the figures to weight the tarp down for their butts. Weighting it down. So
yeah, it's not like when you build planes and you just cut their lower half off so they fit.
Right. And this is the Bronco Humber armor car.
Yeah.
With,
the Bronco.
Yeah.
Well, but we're both Bronco fans, that's for sure. So I love Bronco.
Yeah. A lot of nice details. But
and
unfortunately,
there's the weld beads.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks fucking awesome, man.
Which they give you like, I mean, they might be a little overscale, but once you get it painted, they blend it a little.
Yeah, they blended. No, I think they look pretty good. They look pretty good.
Because they did give you some, but like how the kit goes together, of course, is where
You did all the bed. You did all the bed rolls yourself.
Yeah. That's to me is that fast putty.
Yeah. Oh, the quick one. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're giving Steve a run for his money here. I don't know.
Yeah, look at that value gear. We might take that over.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve.
Nah. Still use his stuff, but when you want weighted stuff, you got to use your own. There's no way around it.
No, you got it. And that looked. You did a good job. So what do? You roll it and you fold it over and make it a little thicker, and then you do the rolls, and then
Yep, exactly.
Squish it down.
Yeah.
And then
then
really good.
take a silicone, pointers, and just a little bit of water on them, and just put the folds, and have some lead foil strips cut.
What's the working time with that putty?
You might have 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that.
All right, so you're doing each one. You're doing each one individually, then.
I mean, I did all those pieces with one, one sitting kind of a thing.
Yeah, no, and obviously lead foil straps, like you said, you make
lead foil
and
straps.
what do you do with the buckles? The buckles.
So R&S makes a sheet of different scale squares of like a mesh, and I found one that's like perfect. It's very small. It's perfect for like, when you're cutting a buckle a strap that's maybe 32nd, 40 thousandths wide. These things will be just the right size, and I can just, glue them on top, and then make another piece of strapping that's kind of, coming through the top of it and going over, and just, secondary.
So what's your source for the lead foil then? Just
years ago,
it was like champagne tops or whatever.
No. I found online. It was from a medical supply house, and they were 12 by 24 sheets of lead foil. That was maybe, I guess this lead foil was maybe 12 thousandths, 15 thousandths, maybe.
For what, like X-ray protection or some shit?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. All right.
Doesn't UMM sell sheet lead foil, Jim? Didn't
they might?
Oh, you weren't at the Nationals in South.
I've heard you can get it from like places that customize golf clubs and shit, because they will put minor pieces of lead in the head of the golf. Like, they're tuning them, right?
Well, also fishing too, like for fishing they use.
Lead sheet isn't really used in fishing too much. Wire.
Well, no,
lead wire.
Well, the wire, but not.
That's what I get from UMM. He's got all different lead wire.
Yeah.
No,
you could definitely just go to the bass shops or whatever and get fly fishing.
Right.
The sheet to get the strips and everything.
But
that's a little bit harder to source.
Yeah. So I still have, a bunch of that, and that's, like gold.
Especially nowadays. Can you even get lead anymore? Probably not.
I don't know.
You can.
You can get lead foil online. You can get it.
Yeah. You'll have to look around to find the thin stuff. Most of it's thicker, like, 60 thousandths or more.
Right.
So, but
this is great. Anything else, Frankie, for Jim? I mean, we went through a lot of stuff.
That was it, man. That was all the pictures.
Jim, man, I mean, listen, this was a great show. A lot of people came in tonight, too. So listen, I think everybody here would say that Mr. Jim Guld does great stuff.
He's all right.
He doesn't do any German shit. Stick to the Commonwealth.
No, no Nazi stuff.
No, I know. You listen, you inspire people, Jim. You do a lot of great stuff, and you do it well. And I know that you put your 100% in every build that you do, right? You do groundwork, you do figures.
It's not enough. 110%.
Yeah, right.
Why are you a slacker?
Jim, your wife's saying it's fun to lick lead.
Yes.
What the
Mad Hatters?
Well, look at his.
Well, I mean, isn't that what they say the Romans went all nuts from? It's because they were drinking their wine out of lead because it makes the wine taste better.
Right.
Well, the Mad Hat is from mercury, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, same thing. Lead poisoning and mercury.
Mercury, because they were like doing like
the hats were cured with mercury. That's
right.
So the guys were getting sick.
Rob Adams, he's all fucked up too. Look at him. He's all Mad Hatted out. Look at him. Put the
I
hat
don't think
on.
he is. I really don't.
He should be.
He looks hydrated.
But what's he smoking?
Very
he looks
hydrated.
plump. It looks plump. His skin looks impeccable. Good,
Yeah.
buddy.
Shiny.
Is that a new
Good.
moisturizer?
Acne's going away. I don't have cankles.
Right.
Like there's all kinds of.
Dude, you're
positives
looking
now.
good, man. What did I say at the end of in the outtakes of the last episode?
And
I
you're
was
probably
like,
losing a little weight too. I
He's
bet.
too. He's
Losing
looking
weight
good.
too. Yeah.
Right?
He's
I mean,
miserable.
He's
though.
looking like the CN Tower, except for that big bulge at the end. You're all right, you know.
No,
Jesus
no. The
Christ.
weight's gone down. Like I was ripping carpet out of a stairwell today, and people were able to get by me to haul shit out. So I was
It
pretty
was just a
happy
wider
about that.
staircase. It
We
was
need-
just
we need-
wider.
No, it
stairs.
wasn't. It was a nice narrow one. So that's why I felt good about myself at the end of that.
There you
So-
go. Keep it
Nice.
up. Keep it
So
up.
we got to get some likes on this. If anybody's watching the stream, give a like. Mike Outlaw's we're trying hard
Yeah,
for likes.
for crying out loud, hit the like button.
Hit
so
the
it
like button.
stops.
That helps them. That kind of moves the algorithm for some people to watch. But listen, there's only so many people watching these shows.
Mike's going
We
to
do
start
really
messaging
good.
you personally if you didn't.
Yeah, we're getting
So-
we're getting between like 500 and 800 views overall for some shows, which is good. A couple more.
There we go. We're
videos.
at 28. We're at 28.
So it's really good, man.
They're
Let's do it.
flooding in.
They're
What
flooding
number?
in.
What number are we trying to hit and why? What does it do?
I don't know.
26, and because it's arbitrary.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. But listen, if we can get to 30 likes, that's great. But listen, Jim, this wasn't it nice to get on the show? I got you on the live cast now. I don't have to worry about getting you on the podcast for a while, I guess.
Well, you're supposed to have them from MMCA, but the mics were.
Yeah, well,
Shit the bed.
we're gonna no that MSCA show that we did, even
Yeah.
though one of the microphones was hissing and I was able to kind of fix it a little bit, that still might be released as some special episodes on our show for people to listen to.
Still
That
waiting
is
for
still
it to be
gonna come.
released, Rev. Still waiting.
I know,
People
man.
keep asking me.
There's a what do we got? Frankie put up the on the bench for some reason.
As
This
long as
one,
it's
Frank.
before
The
next.
wrong
year.
overlay, Frank. Come on, man. That's you
Fuck
just
that.
went up 6
No,
cents more
none
an
of them-
hour in the last negotiation.
Oh, my
now I'm pissed that I freaking allowed that. That was when it was Friday night over.
Well,
There you
whatever.
no,
No
but we
Indian
did.
given, motherfucker.
But the next we're recording the next show on Sunday, and we're gonna have Mike Hillary on, and I'm gonna release the MFCA shows. We're gonna get them on. It's gonna
Are
be a
you waiting
two-part.
for the next MFCA to come out so we can hype
Listen,
it up?
man,
Exactly.
You know, it's so easy for it's easy for these
May
guys
is just
to
around
say,
the bend.
there's so many things going on a given day. I don't get a chance to relax, man. We got the new podcast starting, right, Justin?
I'm pretty
The
sure
new
you're not
Model
going to
Car
be involved
Mania
in that one other than from the background.
Right. The new
Right,
Model
so you
Car
can
Mania
relax.
podcast is going to be starting. They're recording their
we're
first
recording on
episode on
Saturday.
Saturday, right? And that's starting. We got a lot of things in motion. We're trying to get ready for this online auction that we're going to do, Jim. We're going to be doing a Christmas auction that I would like you to be a part of. We're going to be doing it, and we're starting the logistics and getting everything. Every week we're getting more.
So
and
what are
more.
we donating? Finished stuff or new stuff?
No. It's sort of
No,
it's-
only Swedish and Russian.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
not going to be unlike
Men or women?
both. Well, both. We don't discriminate here. It's similar to what the 48 and 48 is going to be on, but it's not going to be 2 days. It's going to be we're looking at 5 or 6 hour live
Hit
cast.
and run.
Right. So, I can't get into every detail because nothing's
Right.
finalized yet, but
Right.
we are going to be relying on some of our listeners and guys in our groups to donate some kits, stuff to be donated. I'm going to have between 10 and 15 things to auction, some really good stuff in
I've
there.
got two
Mini art
30-second
stuff,
scale
dry
throw
TV
you-
field.
kits.
I'll throw you a kid. No problem.
Yeah, and we're looking for that donations to do that, and also when we want to raise money, 100% of it's going to be donated, and it's going to be great. And I don't know the date yet, but it is going to be a Saturday in December. But I want you to be a part of that, Jim. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and it's like I don't have the time to fucking breathe. And I'll get the MFCA shows out there. One day, I got videos. Frankie sent me videos for the YouTube channel. Toot sent me stuff to do. I have a whole full build of the RSO and a couple other things that I already have filmed and partially edited. But people don't realize, and anybody who's watching this or has a YouTube channel that does like build videos, editing a video takes so long to do, man. Because like when I'm doing a build, like for instance, I did the H39 from Tamiya. I mean, it's like a 9-hour build, 8 hours of video, and I edited it down to 2 20-minute videos. It takes time. You got to watch it. You got to edit it. You take what's good. You take out what's bad. You got to do a
Plus, you're
voice
doing
track.
your voiceover and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. And then my fucking microphone's so
That's why
sensitive.
this is way better.
My boiler goes on, and then I can't do a voiceover for fucking 20 minutes until it shuts down, or the air conditioner kicks on, the central air, and the microphone, for some reason on Adobe Premiere, it picks up everything. There's no filter. So it's like every little thing now, man. You know, I want to do what we're gonna do is I plan on doing well, people keep asking for soldering stuff, and I love doing that. The last one we did, we had a really good show, remember, Rob? But we did it on Zoom, and it didn't work out as good as I wanted to because
we had some technical
the camera
problems.
doing Zoom is terrible. StreamYard's the way to go.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is because my build room is on the other side of the basement down here. But in this room, I'm going to set up a table, Jim. Jim, you know where my basement, how my basement is.
Yeah.
I'm going to set up a table right over here by the computer. That way I can use my camera setup here next to the good PC and do a StreamYard demo on StreamYard for people to watch live. And then somebody can monitor the comments and talk to me while it's going on, and we'll bang it out. And I'm going to do that. And I think that'll be fun. I would like some of these other guys to do something, but they're too busy to do something. So, I can't, Frank can't be bothered because he's busy all the time. Right, Frank?
Not that I can't be bothered. It's just fucking.
Frank, did you shave your mustache and your beard a little bit? Did you shave?
Yes.
Why? Your handlebar mustache was perfect. We just got the new logo with your freaking handlebar mustache. You just
Frankie Pearl knows I got to get fit tested, man.
Dude, man, I got so much shit. My daughter did that
Stupid
logo.
OSHA.
And
Fit tested for what? That you can have a fucking mustache and a goatee. Come on now.
The penis in his
I
mouth.
wore a half mask on the job for 15 years. Fit tested every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
My daughter did the new alternate logo with all of us at the table, and I was like, Justin's not that short. Riv, you look too short, tall. You look too skinny. You're not gray. I'm like, I fucking sent my daughter a picture of us, and she used her own, I guess she didn't want her father to look like an old man. She gave me a darker hair. I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, Frankie Donati and Justin was spot on, man. She did them two guys spot on. Oof.
We're just that angelic.
Yeah,
you can't help it. When you're this good, I mean, come on.
It's
right?
photogenic. That's all it is.
Angelic.
Photogenic.
No, that was drawn. That was hand drawn.
That was hand drawn, and it took her a long time. Well, she just, you know what? There was a little snafu. She actually drew the Model Car Mania logo for us. So she did the Insanity mascot. I said, Celeste, I need you to do this now. We're having a problem. Can you draw the logo? So my daughter's an artist. So she's like, she's like, I can't do cartoon characters good like this. I said, Celeste, this is the logos from the other two the shows. Can you do something similar and have it? And I put my hands up like holding a car. So she fucking makes the logo and he's holding a tank over his head like this. I'm like, Celeste, I told you, a car. She's like, yeah, but you sit over his head. I go, holding it, for Christ's sake. I said, can you have him hold the fucking car in one hand and an airbrush in another? And Justin's like, making a can of Krylon. I'm like, no spray cans, airbrush. And she did a good job. She did that in 2 hours. So their logo, your guys, the new car logo was done in 2 hours. So
I should be able to utilize my son for that kind of shit too now because he's in college for doing that shit.
I asked her to make
I need some stuff done, man.
Yeah, I asked her to do a version of the Insanity mascot guy, giving thumbs up.
Well, you got to do
the back of the coin.
The next time you do T-shirts, you got to make it a little bit bigger on the back. That's what Stacy said.
What bigger? What?
The figure on the back.
At least 6 inches.
It's big, isn't the logo big on the back of the
That's what I'm busting your balls.
Yeah, listen, I didn't. That was Spivey. Blame that guy. All right, we're gonna kind of sign off. This was a great show. I got to say, my friend Joanna from my job is watching tonight. If she is still, she's like, "Can you give me a shout out on the LiveCast?" So I'm giving her a shout out. She's probably not listening right now. She's like, "I watched for the first 5 minutes. You didn't say hello. I said it at the end." Should have stayed.
Right.
But
gotta stay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? And Stacy, if your wife is still on, Stacy, I expect a 5-course meal and something good. None of that vegan shit, chicken. Right? Let's wrap it up, boys. He's getting mad. All right, he's gonna eat. Did you eat dinner already? You ate?
Yes, I ate.
Then what is she talking about?
She's just,
Get your household in order, will you? I don't like the back talk. Can you please have a talk with your wife?
She's not even here.
Oh, oh, she's not even
She's
in the house.
working. She's up in Connecticut.
So what is she
Yeah.
giving you a hard time for?
No, she's
Because
giving you a hard time.
it's because it's social media and it's online and it's fun.
Right.
She's looking
That's
out for
why.
him. It's his
She's
bedtime.
causing trouble. All right, so we're gonna sign off. Jim, you had a good time. This was fun, right?
Excellent.
I
Excellent.
really
sound.
appreciate you coming on. You know, I love you, man. You're one of my good friends, and we do get along great. And we will do a build day soon, but it's been crazy, man. I know. We got to
Alright.
do a
Well-
hobby shop hop. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Go out for lunch. I like that. I like going out for lunch, hitting the hobby shop, maybe hit Bayshore, go out to Men and Arms. Frankie Perone is coming in from Tennessee next week, actually. Frankie's going to be here leading up to ArmorCon. I don't know, Frank, you still here? Write something in the comments. You still here?
He's here.
Frank, is Frankie Perone still
there.
here?
Yeah, he's still there.
Well, Frankie's gonna be here. Maybe Frankie will get together, and he wants to go to Spoon Sticks. I got him there too once. He's like, I gotta go get ramen. I was like, we're going, we'll go, and we'll get food. All right,
Well,
we're gonna
Jim,
sign off.
Jim,
Get up your
it was
phone.
a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Here's
And
Frank.
I appreciate you putting up with all my questions. Sometimes I ask questions just for the people that might not.
No, this
understand
was a
what's
good
going
show.
on.
There is
Jim.
no problem. I have no secrets.
All right. So that's why I ask those questions. It might be
Yeah.
obvious to some people, but not
Yeah.
obvious to others.
I'm not gonna forget the 38T, Andrew. I'm bringing it to ArmorCon for you.
All right.
But no. Listen, Jim, this was great, man. You were a great guest tonight, man. Your stuff is amazing. Everybody loved it, and you were able to talk about it too well. And listen, man, hopefully inspire somebody to give that a try. Some of those kits, because you do a lot of obscure stuff. Like you don't just build like oh, I just built a Sherman. Like when you do it, you fucking go all out and do something different.
You got to
know?
find a
Hey,
funky looking one.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, Frank. we're getting on.
Matty Mo's been good for over an hour.
Matty
You owe
Mo's
him.
sleeping now over there.
You owe
He's
him.
freaking.
Good.
All right, hold on. He wants
he
to say
woke
hello.
up.
Come here. Come
Oh.
say hello. We're still on live.
Goodbye.
See, he doesn't want to say hello now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right, so we're going to sign off, guys. Thanks for everybody who showed up. So next week, we're going to be on Friday night. We're doing it on the bench again, where we have everybody come on, talk about what's on their bench. So if anybody wants to be on for On the Bench, just send me a message or like post on the Facebook page. We'll actually put a post up to see who wants. It usually fills up pretty quick. We're going to do about 6. What did we do last time, Frank? Like 6, 7?
No,
Three.
8.
Six.
We
Was
did
it 6?
6
Yeah.
or 7. We're going to do the same, maybe 6, 7, 8, how many people we can get. And then let's see what we can do. We had a good time last show. Sound good? All
Can't
right.
be you though, Jim, because you were just today.
Yeah, you were just,
Nah.
yeah, so.
Not me.
So you're out.
Jim,
Sorry, man.
don't leave. We're going to, after we sign off, don't leave, all right?
All right.
All right,
enough.
guys. So for
I'm
the
here.
Modeling Insanity podcast and TV, I'm Rob Riv. I'm with Frankie Donati.
Thanks for spending some time with us.
We got Justin Ryan,
Should we
Peas and
do a
peas,
special,
everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Rob
a
Adams.
special sign off?
Have a good night, everyone.
Well, you're fucking it up, Jim. And
All
our
right.
good friend Jim Guld.
Hey, good night, everyone. And
All right,
for
guys.
Chris Green.
We're doing a pretty good. All right, guys, be safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.